Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Dr. JOTA ENG. And today, of course, we have to analyze, we got to go into the details of that great Osasuna Real Madrid. A great win, a very necessary win to keep up with FC Barcelona. As you can imagine, FC Barcelona is playing today, and of course, it is not expected for them to lose. So that's why we had to win no matter what, man. It was going to be a very difficult game, as every single time you gotta travel to the Reino de Navarra, man, it's a pain in the butt. I mean, it's difficult. These guys are really tough. These guys are really badass. It's a very good team, Osasuna, let me tell you. And honestly, I was kind of hesitating about the attitude the players were going to have, as I don't really know how important it is for them to win La Liga, right? There are some voices, some rumors popping up saying for Real Madrid right now, the top priority is just the Champions and not La Liga, just because it's very difficult. We're 8 points away from FC Barcelona, almost impossible. So it is better for us to save energy and save attitude for the Champions, right? However, I mean, when you are wearing the Real Madrid jersey, man, that doesn't work and that doesn't mean anything. I mean, what you have to do every single time you put your shirt on, your Real Madrid jersey on, what you have to do is to win, no matter where, no matter when, no matter what, no matter nothing, okay? You get a win with no excuse. And that is exactly what the players did last night, and that's why I'm so proud of the players, because we were all the time in a kind of stuck in this draw 0-0 with apparently no goals and nothing more important to be reported, man. But Real Madrid was trying and pushing up all the time, and it was difficult as well because Osasuna had their chances to score, but we were able to hold them back and take advantage from the few chances that we had. And of course, Vinicius Jr. to me was again the best man on the team. I mean, Vinicius Jr. is all the time trying and trying over and over again until he gets it, and he got it, and he was able to serve the first goal to Fede Valverde, who is back, man. Fede Valverde is again back, and he's spreading his wings again. And of course, it was the first goal for Real Madrid, very important because it came up in a moment where we didn't really know what was going to happen, right? So for Real Madrid, the 0-1, the first goal was so important and crucial to understand we had chances to win, and of course we gotta try to score another goal to close down the game, and that was happened. But the good news for Real Madrid is when Alvaro Rodriguez came on to the pitch, man, it was just amazing. It was the best part, it was the best moment of the night, and everybody was expecting for him to be kind of shy, and what we saw, it was a completely different story. Alvaro Rodriguez proved everybody he's ready to go. He assisted to Vinicius Jr. in that denied goal, and then he tried to revolutionize every single thing. I mean, we noticed, and we really noticed his presence on the field, and of course, that's why a lot of people has a big hype right now with Alvaro Rodriguez, because everybody is thinking, no, this guy has a lot of, will have a lot of opportunities and chances to be pulled out of the second team of the Castilla and join the first team in Real Madrid. Actually, Carlo Ancelotti was asked about it in the press conference. He said, the future of Alvaro Rodriguez, it is something we have to discuss between me and Raul Gonzalez. Because, as you know, Alvaro Rodriguez is becoming one of the most important players in Real Madrid Castilla, and that's why we cannot pull him out, and that's it. I mean, of course, for Real Madrid Castilla right now, it's a very important moment of the season, as we are trying to promote to the second division, right, from the third division, and that's why it is important for them to have Alvaro Rodriguez on the squad. So let's see what happens. But this guy, I mean, in my opinion, is a rising talent, and in my opinion, this guy can be a very important player for the near future. But let's see what happens. So aside Alvaro Rodriguez, I mean, the game was exactly what everybody was expecting to be, and the game was tough. Osasuna had their chances. It was a very tough game. Vinicius Jr. was covered, not in a reckless way, but it was kind of tough and rude, and you know, there were some fouls and stuff, but not, you know, not extraordinary aggressively against him like other times, other games. Completely different story. I think that Osasuna defenders were not kind of like Mallorca defenders, right? It was a little bit different, right? Because they knew Vinicius, they had to stop to Vinicius no matter what, but they didn't try any kind of dirty tackle except for one for Camavinga, right? There was no other kind of crazy tackle challenge. I think there was one, but that's it. I mean, it was not the worst nightmare ever happened, right? It was kind of tough, but not aggressively brutal or something like that. So yeah, Real Madrid finally got the 3 points, which is very important for us to keep going with FC Barcelona. And let's see today if FC Barcelona, I mean, fails or slip or whatever you want to call it. So it's got to be crucial for us for if they are not able to get the 3 points. And so let's see what happens. And now the next story I have for you guys, next up in the news, is aside of the game, I wanted to talk about a cold relationship, a cold war we are witnessing between the coach Carlo Ancelotti and this player Eden Hazard. Why is that? Okay, so as you know, I mean, here in Spain, we've already learned about this. I mean, the relationship is not really good. It's just strictly professional, right? And they don't talk to each other like, I mean, like not friends, but they don't have either the kind of relationship that Carlo Ancelotti has with other players, kind of, you know, joking sometimes or just kidding, or no, it's not just that. It's just strictly professional, okay? You tell me whatever you need me to do, that's it. I mean, no good morning, no, hey, Carlo, how are you doing today? No, nothing of that, right? On one side, apparently, I have two different versions for this, okay? The other day, Jose Felix Diaz was on our show, and he was speaking about it, and he said Eden Hazard and his entourage and people around him are starting to leak a lot of information. I mean, not information, but are starting to leak that they are feeling uncomfortable and they are being mistreated. The player is being mistreated by Real Madrid. And I mean, the thing is, they are starting a war against Real Madrid, right? On the other hand, Real Madrid, what is trying to do is for the season to finish, right? And then sell to Eden Hazard. Apparently, Florentino Perez and Eden Hazard will have a meeting this month. I don't know what's going to happen, but for sure, Florentino Perez will ask to Eden Hazard to leave. Of course, for Real Madrid, the most important right now is for Hazard to leave. Why? Because we have to save, okay, we have to save the 15 million after taxes he's making in Real Madrid with nothing in return, right? He's not delivering with anything, he's not providing anything, he's not playing, he's not even in the plans of Carlo Ancelotti. So there's no point for us to have Eden Hazard in the squad, okay? So that is the thing. I don't know how these guys are going to handle the rest of the season, right? With this kind of cold relationship. Last summer, Eden Hazard, as you know, during the celebrations, he said, I'm gonna try my best. Now I'm gonna try to change everything. I'm gonna try to reverse the situation. And now apparently the guy, according to Ivan Martin in this article, according to Ivan Martin, Eden Hazard is not okay, is not comfortable with the situation. He thinks that Carlo Ancelotti is not giving him any kind of compensation for all the hard work he's doing, and he's not giving him the minutes that he thinks he really deserves in Real Madrid. So I don't know, man. There's always two versions for everything. There's always two different opinions. So let's see what happens. But for me, the career of Eden Hazard in Real Madrid is over. I mean, it's completely over. So now next up in the news, guys, let's go to the third story. Very important story because yesterday, Jurgen Klopp talked about the transfer market, and of course he was referring to Jude Bellingham, because as you know, Liverpool is still on the race for Jude Bellingham, and of course it is important for them to sign him, just because Liverpool right now is going through a bunch of problems. He's struggling every single game, and although they won, I think, the last game that they had against Newcastle, I think, they're not improving significantly, and of course against Real Madrid will have a hard time to beat them down, and they really need signings. They really need new players. They have to make, this is according to Jurgen Klopp, quote here, we need to make a bunch of changes, right? And 100% will go to the market to find those players, and he was including to Jude Bellingham, but not only Jude Bellingham, they have to plan ahead and try to figure out which players will be or will fit the best the expectations for Liverpool for the next season. So I don't know, man. This guy is, of course, one of the toughest obstacles Real Madrid will find on the way to the next champions, right? And although they're not going through the best moment in their season, the thing is that we will have to fight against them, not only in the champions but also in the transfer market for sure. So that is what I had for you all guys today. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and of course see you in the next one.